Hi, it's Tessa from Hip Over 50. How are you today? Hipover50.com is where you'll find travel and moving abroad advice. I throw in a little lifestyle and a lot of mindfulness because that's, for me, the foundation of everything I do. It's being mindful, which translation means just being aware of your thoughts and feelings and how they affect everything. Because I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be in England if I didn't wasn't aware of my desire and I wasn't aware of being able to follow through on it and kind of make something happen. So until you're aware of your feelings, how can you act on them? So that's what mindfulness is. And today I'm going to talk about one of the most important things I think any of us come across is love, self-love especially. A lot is talked about, love yourself and, you know, learning self-love and how to care for yourself and taking bubble baths and eating the proper food, and trust me, I'm all for that. I think that is great, but those are the superficial aspects of self-love. Yeah, bubble baths are awesome, and learning how to treat yourself and thinking it's okay to treat yourself, that's pretty huge. I know I struggled with that for a long time because when I grew up, you didn't pamper yourself. You were not, that was not on the menu. So to learn how to pamper yourself, to take care of yourself, that is pretty big. But the biggest work goes on inside. It's knowing that inside you have fully accepted yourself, warts and all. We all have them. We all have our fears, our doubts, our imperfections, our guilt, our shame, our memories. Good Lord, we could fill up a whole book full of them. But it's knowing all of that stuff about you and still thinking, yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm okay. I'll do. So, can you accept yourself, flaws and all, imperfections and all? Because the bottom line is, I think we're all really perfect, but we do a lot of imperfect things because we're trying to figure out what the hell we're doing. And in the process, we make a lot of mistakes. So what? Everybody makes mistakes. Even those beautiful people on Instagram are making mistakes left and right. You just don't see them. So the thing is to forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made. And if you need to make amends to somebody else, do it. But bottom line is forgive yourself because you've always been doing the best you could with what you had. Depending on how you were parented, whether it was good, bad, or horrible, you may not have had the good foundation for knowing how to take care of yourself. And that may have led you to struggle with taking care of yourself, taking care of others, knowing how to love, knowing, when to pull back, knowing when to have boundaries. All of those things take practice. And most of us, it takes us a lifetime of practice. So by the time we get to over 50, you know, sometimes we're kind of beaten up because we've been taking care of other people, our kids, our partners, our jobs. We've been kind of filling other people's needs, and we don't even know how to fill our own cup anymore, let alone love ourselves. But now is the time for you to take care of yourself. Now is the time for you to really let go of all those things that you thought, oh, one day I'm going to get my, you know, this procedure done, or I'm going to lose 10 pounds, or I'm going to, walk 50 miles or whatever. Yeah, you can do all those things, but don't beat yourself up if you can't. And don't think that you're not good enough if you don't, because you're still perfect the way you are. Perfectly imperfect. And that is what self-love is all about. It's accepting. It's like, I think about it as, it's like the love you would give a baby. It's pretty damn unconditional, isn't it? I mean, you don't look at the baby and go, God damn, could you be cuter? I mean, I can't love you the way you are. No, you would never dream of doing that. You just love the baby because it's the baby. And I think you've got to look at yourself that way too. You're the baby. You are worth loving no matter what. Always. No questions asked. Always. No questions asked. So stop messing around. Stop thinking you're going to do it one day or you'll think about it one day. Because trust me, when you do really, truly accept yourself, then you can start making those bubble baths really meaningful. And they'll just be an outside sort of external manifestation of how you feel inside. And I know it's difficult because when none of us are used to doing this, we think it's selfish to say we love ourselves, or we think it's sort of a new age thing, or we just think it's frivolous. Well, it's not. Because when you really love yourself, then you are, think of that as a solid foundation for everything else you do. You can be more loving to others, you're more accepting, you do things because you want to do them, not because you need to do them. You're doing things for others because it's fun, not because you need their approval, because you've already given it to yourself. You already think you're pretty awesome. So I think it's never too late to start loving yourself. Make it a point of looking at yourself in the mirror, and you may crack up laughing, but trust me, it'll start to become a habit. And I want you to start having loving thoughts about yourself too. If you want to indulge a little, go ahead and do it. Don't deny yourself. You are the baby that you can take care of and nurture and love unconditionally. There's nothing wrong with that. You deserve it. You always have. And now is the time for you to just pour all that love into yourself. Yeah, you can still spill over a little to other people, of course. And of course, they'll pour love into you. But start with yourself because you are the most important person in your life. I hope that's helpful. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Any comments or questions? Put them in the box. Bye.